Brett, we just want to ask you about recovering after those first two games. I guess just what's the mood in the room like, and what's it going to take to turn this thing around?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that's there is obviously the frustration, and to come in here you want to at least get one game, and to go down 2-0, it's a tough spot to be in the series for sure, but you know what, I think it's just taking today, getting back home, resetting. We got to come back with our best effort tomorrow and make a couple adjustments, and they're a good team. They've been playing well, but we've showed signs that we can be the better team for sure, and we believe that in the room, so that's what we're looking to do.
What are you seeing defensively? Because they're getting some pretty grade A quality looks, and even though the goals last night were either right in front or shots right from the slot.
Yeah, I think lots of the goals are coming just pucks in tight around the net or passes coming through the crease. So I think that part of the ice needs to be protected better.
What are they doing on their power play that's been so hard to stop so far? They're 5 for 10 on the power play so far.
Yeah, I think they seem to be just keeping it simple. They're getting shots to the net, and like I talked about the areas around the net. They got another rebound last night. They're passing pucks through the seam. They're making nice plays. So, but I think for the most part, they have a pretty simple recipe, and it seems to be getting pucks to the net.
Is there anything different that they're doing at 5-on-5 that is different from what you've seen in the last couple of years in the opening round against them?
No, I don't think so. I think it always comes back to us and just doing a better job of us not forcing things. And I think we're turning over too many pucks right now, which that just sways momentum in a game. If it doesn't lead to a goal right away, it kind of gives them momentum and lets them play in the ozone or whatever, and just makes life easy on them. So I think if we simplify things a little more and just get back to putting pucks in and getting pucks back in the forecheck and just start slowly building some momentum from that.
Brett, do you subscribe to the idea that it isn't a series unless a home team loses on home ice? Do you subscribe to that at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to talk about, but I don't know if that's something I'm going to hang my hat on for sure. But the series starts game one, really. And then it is a long series, so it's far from over. That's for sure. We got there's going to be 5 games left here to win this thing, and that's kind of the approach we're going. So yeah, it's far from over.
Down 2-0, but you guys are going back to your city and your barn and your fans. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's huge and exciting for us, and that's going to give us a huge boost for sure. So something we look forward to, and the fans in Edmonton definitely go to another level in the playoffs.
Bit of a crazy week for you. How's the family doing?
Yeah, family's doing really good. I'm keeping in touch with them as much as possible, but yeah, everyone's home now and feeling healthy, and yeah, the baby's doing fantastic. So we're happy. Yeah.
Not having Matthias Ekholm, I guess here, how does that kind of affect everyone else on the back end, and forcing you guys to maybe try and pick up the slack, not individually but as a collective?
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of an irreplaceable guy, and in any circumstance, he's a top D in the league, and we're lucky to have him on the team. So when you're missing him, it's a huge piece. But we got lots of other good players too that can step up, and I think every guy on the back end right now can each say they're kind of underperforming, and we all need to step up and be better for the team.
Right. Do you sense a different level of urgency from this King squad, and what are you guys going to need to do in order to match that sense of urgency?
Yeah, they're a good team. I think any team in the playoffs now is going to have that sense of urgency, and that's just kind of what happens in playoff hockey. It goes up a couple levels for sure, and they're doing that, and it's time for us to elevate to that too.
Can you take us back to that Monday? Your wife's having a baby. You got to get on a plane. What was that whole situation?
Yeah, it ended up working good. The hospital called us Saturday night and said we can squeeze you in and do the operation because it was a C-section. Okay. So we can do the operation on Sunday afternoon. So that worked out really well for us, as opposed to first thing Monday morning and then just kicking things off bright and early. So yeah, the baby came and then we got to hang out that evening, and then it was more relaxed Monday morning. I could see them for a few hours and then make my way and catch the flight to come down here. So everything honestly went really smooth, and I felt as good as I could have felt for game one. So it was nice.
And what was your daughter's name?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah.